Welcome back to the Cool Loner Girl podcast. Before we start this episode, I do have to let you know something. My personal growth has let go of the concept of lonerism. Its teachings were fundamental to me because I needed to develop from a place of toxic independence to one where I allowed myself to feel my own emotions and be comfortable with them, and also being in a place where I needed to do that in order to have healthier relationships, that being with myself and with other people. So one thing that you should know about me is that I've never been comfortable with my own emotions. It's like you for me to feel, but I'm telling you now that when after going through this experience, I learned a lot, and I hope each and every one of you are able to just gain insight on me being a person who intellectualizes my experiences in order to perceive them comfortably. Yeah. Today's episode is titled Loneliness Increases Empathy. I find using loneliness as a highly important practice into becoming and being an empathetic human being. In past experiences, I have felt that it was seemingly bad for me to isolate from daily life. And besides the guilt that I felt for doing that, I used reflection, and it allowed me to integrate a newfound balance, which allowed me to consider what was important for myself as well as what was important for the people in my life. Reflection mostly helps me be aware of my own individual behavior. While I become aware of that behavior, it also serves as a mirror, which enables me to not only see, but feel how I treat other people. And with that, I'm better able to distinguish what I need to improve within myself. This doesn't necessarily mean that I'm immediately changing what I dislike about myself, but it was mainly helpful because I used this practice to help me form better relationships outside of the one that I have with myself. I have to let you know that I am very self-critical, and for other people who are too, you may feel that or know that it's very hard. Well, not exactly. It's kind of like you're stuck in this mentality of being your own self-development project. And the disadvantages to like constantly wanting to do that is that you kind of miss out on tons of experiences with other people, even though it's good to work on yourself, but it being a constant thing, it literally distracts you from living life and yeah, just like being who you are yourself with other people. And why I found that loneliness increased my ability to be empathetic was because I was not comfortable with being considered. Wait. I was not comfortable with being considerate, but more not comfortable with compromising. Like, I was in a stage of toxic independence. So it led me to questioning whether my relationships are healthy if I'm always thinking about myself. The main lesson that practicing empathy has taught me was awareness of other people's feelings, their perspective, and what measures I would take in order for them to feel supported. Now, what led me to think this way is my experience of toxicity in lonerism. Self-criticism is a character trait I appreciate. Not everyone is able to look at themselves that way, but you have to start thinking, what are healthy ways that I can integrate that in my own life or your life? If I could refer to you. Now, the benefits are truly just divided in to your individuality and your relationships. Dear listener, know that it is never bad to prioritize yourself. Therefore, you must reflect on your behavior and teach yourself new ways to become better. When considering your mental health, do not compromise in a way that will badly affect you. Be aware of what is good and what is bad for you. Set boundaries. Also understand that you experience anxiety and other emotions alone. Even though you do that, gain knowledge from your surroundings and let go of the thought that you are alone. Loneliness does help you to develop your own moral compass, but not by your own. By being of service to others and encouraging their own self-development, you will find out that it benefits you more than you would ever know. Now, to end off the topic of lonerism, I'm mainly wanting to teach my listeners that not exactly the concept of lonerism, but the ability to reflect is something very important that helps you be self-aware. And it's also a way to creatively find ways to experience your own individuality. So I hope you consider being a loner and know that the experience is at first daunting, but if you allow time for self-reflection, um, it's honestly going to help you form better ways to distinguish how you want to develop as a person and how you want to develop in your own relationships. And yeah, there's a lot of character development that comes out of it. So don't be afraid of that. Consider being a loner. And yeah, take care of yourself.